inquiring minds. Ol Clyde here with Sammy, my trusty sidekick. I'm bringing you a new innovation. We're going to review something that's going to blow your mind. Sammy, I want you to go guard the door because this is top secret. We can't let anybody in here. This is the new M7 speed clave. M7. M7 stands for music mastering 7 times. 7 times the normal mastering process. If you can understand what's going on here, you take any kind of media. It can be your records, it can be your the old albums. Let's go way back to those scratchy analog albums like Blind Lemon or Fats Domino, back in the Jerry Lee Lewis days and so forth. Those were great records. They're analog records. They had that quality that everybody likes, except it had the hisses and pops and the noise in them. That's what digital recording doesn't have. It's all clear without that. But by the way, if you like digital recordings, if you like Blu-ray movies, this is Crystal Ray. It's light years ahead of that, okay? Getting back to this, what we're going to do here. The M7, Music Mastering 7 times Speed Clave, will archive and save all of your treasured memories. Movies that you took years ago, grandkids movies or whatever. Now, and it does it in a real neat way. It's kind of like it absorbs this by osmosis and converts it into some sort of an ether. And I don't know how it does it. I can't explain it. I'm not a scientist, okay? I'll kind of show you how it works, okay? And then after I show you the overview of how it works, then we'll talk a little bit about the individual controls of the M7 speed clave. Okay, what you do is you have a temperature control. More about that in a minute. You have, and by the way, this green area gets this temperature up to 270 degrees. That's hot, hot, hot. Okay. And you have the dial for temperature. You have the timer and actuator. That is so simple, easy. Even somebody from Texas A&M can do this. Gig 'em. Anyway, here's the way it works. You got this here porthole door, let's call it a door, okay? Right here in the front. And you open it up. It's very easy to open it up. This is a simple device. Arthritis, that's all it is. It's really easy to work. And then you take, and you're going to put everything in this. Remember, it's going to be through heat and osmosis. It's going to bring all this information and it's going to go right into this baby. Oh, wow. Chihuahua. I guess I could let that cool off a little bit. Anyway, what you do is you take these recordings and you just simply put them in here. And it's going to take the sound, the audio. If it's a movie, it's going to take the video. It's going to take the graphics, the great album covers and jackets, right down to the Library of Congress number on it, okay? And you just easily insert these into the device. What we actually recommend that you do is break them in half and crunch them over, and you can put 3, 4, 5, 6 albums at one time if you mash them up. Remember, it's taking this off in that new scientific method in such a way that it's going to archive it perfectly and file it for you, so that when you want to call it back up, every ingredient of each one of these albums or movies or whatever is going to be just like the day it was recorded, only it's going to enhance it many times. Okay? Put it in here. Close the door. Simple to do. Anybody can open and close this door. See? I told you it wasn't that hard. If I just wasn't so old. Then you allow it to do its thing. I'm going to explain that in a minute. And after it does its thing, and by the way, you have manual, show you exactly how to do it. after it finishes taking all this information off of there, you use the cable that comes with it, cable, and put it right in your computer, and it moves it all in the files for you so that you've got them forever in the most beautiful format that you could ever imagine. And now we're going to move in, and I'm going to show you how simple these controls are to work. Okay, thrill seekers, let's talk about the controls. Here you have a temperature gauge. Here you have your dial to control the temperature. Timer. You set it for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. You can put all of this music that you have in any form, all the movies, everything. You can put a whole shelf full of them in here. Set the timer for 30 minutes, and it's going to take it all in and do that job. Think of how long that would take with regular technology today. All day. More. Maybe a week. Who knows? Now, if it's just a handful of albums or something, you can set it for 15 minutes. But it's incredible the way this works. So you dial this in for the time. You have this loaded in. You hit your actuator. And the light will come on. And get it up to that 270 degrees. Whew, it's like a volcano in there. And then, when it's all archived, all this music is taken off of this media for you, and then it'll buzz. There's a buzzer that goes off, at which time you turn this dial and turn it off, and then get the actuator. Now the job's totally done, and all you have to do now is wait 30 minutes. Okay, music lovers, thanks for being with us. Just remember M7 Speed Clave, music mastering 7 times. It's incredible. The best way in the world to save all of your memories for all time. Look for it in a store near you. And remember, you heard it first from Ol Clyde.